came to party, yeah, I came to dance. Already made reservations. Nobody stands in the way of my plans. I ain't got that kind of patience. The end of the week, I turn to a freak. Go out and forget all my cares. Putting my hands in the air, looking so good from my hands to my hair. Good times, good vibes. I wanna be in the spotlight. Turn up, no lies. Doing whatever I like. Nothing but music is feeling the air. Moving my body so everyone stares. This is my moment, all eyes on me. I'm on the dance floor, bringing that heat. I came to party, yeah, I came to dance. Already made reservations. Nobody stands in the way of my plans. I ain't got that kind of patience.
The last day in the studio was bittersweet. You know, that location has been the only home that we've known. And just to know that once we turn these lights off and lock the door for the last time, hey, that's it. Moving has been a lot. We were only 8 days away from closing the studio door until we finally signed on a location. We moved! We did it!
So moving honestly was a big deal, especially for me because I had just got used to the old studio and they was like, oh, we gotta move. And I was like, I just got used to this way. It was also bittersweet, like seeing everything packed up. Like you come in on some days and you're like, oh, those used to be trophies over there.
We had to keep the ball rolling. So, you know, get everything in and fix everything. We got to do it pretty fast.
It happened, we laid it down, the foundation is there, and we've already started classes.
We fought through long nights, long days. We still had practices, so pretty much getting up early in the morning, coming here, getting everything done that we needed to get done, getting everything moved. Super excited to show the kids the new space. You know, it's just like our first home. We have 3 floors. We have a parent viewing area. We still have a pro shop and a little bit more.
I personally love the new space. Even though it's smaller than our old space, it feels like it's ours. Like it feels more like home in a weird way because we have a Marley floor now, so we're still learning about that. Coming into the new studio, I loved it. When we first came in, I was like, this is more intimate. Like I don't have to worry about the kids running around into the free space. Like I see y'all see me. There's no distractions. Like I love it here.
Once we got into the new studio, it was just basically making sure the kids, you know, were adjusted. Actually, today was a baby's second day practicing in the studio. For me, it was just trying to stay focused, making sure that they didn't get too frazzled just because we were in a smaller, you know, spot. Let them know, you know, everything's gonna be okay. It's a big adjustment because they're used to like floor. You know, we still have the same floor, but it's different between a Marley floor and just the mat.
Before we start, let me just add a little disclaimer here. Y'all, the studio is not done, okay? There are a lot of things that we are still working on and doing to finish and complete the studio. It's not done. This is not the final product, all right? We only had 6 days to do this. So, give me some time, okay? Don't be like the baby ballet class and be like, well, what's this? It's not done.
It was like, it's dusty in here. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was. Four-year-olds.
Yeah, 4-year-olds, no filter. So, Studio A, all right.
Follow Coach Ty. Let her walk. Don't walk past her. Walk behind her.
This is the coach's room. This is not for y'all.
Let me see. No. Let me see. No. I just want some.
It was like, yo, this is dope. We got all this space. Oh, look at this room. Look at that. You know, I felt a little bad, you know. 4-year-olds hurt my feelings. But the older kids made up for it. This is Studio B. This studio will get bigger. Listen, this studio will get bigger because we're going to knock that wall out right there. Okay? Until then, right. Until then, we're gonna work with the space we have, okay? This is Studio C. This is gonna be the storage room. Nothing for you guys in there. And then there's another bathroom around this corner. Okay?
Really? It's kind of like the old.
You see it?
Yeah, it is kind of like the old. Because we had a bathroom.
Alright. This is my office. As you can see here. There ain't nothing in there.
I love the space. I think the thing that I love most about the space is accessibility. I'm able to come in whenever I want. I'm able to leave out. We're able to offer more, which is something that we always wanted to do. So now we can, have outside events. We can host birthday parties. We can do parents' night outs. We can do sleepovers. Like, now it's endless for the kids. We can offer more, and I think they're going to be super excited about that. But all in all, I'm honestly loving the new space. Nashville. I ain't never been to Nashville. It was cute. It had me talking country. Like, I was like, a wild game burger. Tennessee was a long drive. We had competition this year, and the kids put out some pretty good work on the stage this year. The Barbies actually did a really good job. There were mistakes that were made that they've never made before, so it was a bit concerning, like, in that way, like, what's going on? So of course we did have a conversation with them, and we talked about it a bit, and they just voiced their concerns, and it's like, I was just really nervous, and like, that just wasn't their day. Like, they weren't in the right headspace, and so we've never had this moment, but I'm glad we did have this moment, because now I feel like they can grow as a dancer and honestly in life, because when something doesn't go the right way the very first time, you have another shot to fix it and learn from your mistakes and grow from them, rather than let it knock you down and then you just getting discouraged. One thing that's really important for me is that they have a voice in this. It's not just us, do this, do that. No, I want them to understand. I want them to have a voice, and I want them to be comfortable. They can vocalize, hey, this went wrong. Like, this season, I really wanted them to have an experience, to experience more things and different things. So this was the first stop for them. The score sheets, they were verbal. They weren't written. Love, love, love. So as we're watching them perform, the judges actually spoke. And they're like, oh, love the energy here. Look at them go. Oh, watch those levels. Like, I love that. And the kids were actually able to connect more to, what they need to fix, because they can see it and hear it. Although I do it all the time, evidently it's different when the judges do it. Go figure. However, they enjoyed it. So we were able to actually make those changes, and they can see and feel and understand what they need to do. VIBs got 4th place, and they were going against 5. Like, they had 5 teams in their division, so they were going up against 4 other teams. When they were calling the awards, and they were like, blah, 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 5th place, I was like, hold on, that's not us. Hold on. I was super, super proud of them. Every time I always go, that was the best they ever did it. That was the best they ever did it. Nashville was honestly the best that they ever did it. I was like, we did it. We did it. The kids wasn't happy, but I was excited. I was like, great place. They had energy. They had spunk. Like, they were ready. They saw their competition, and they was like, oh, we finna kill this. Let's go. Because they really were close in those scores. It was a very tight race. And we also had our solos compete. even like with moving in the new studio, like I had to have patience because I was anxious. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know if it's going to be smaller, if it's going to be bigger, how the kids are going to react, how I'm going to react, because I have to react first. And if I react negatively, they're going to react negatively too. So being able to just calm myself down, like, okay, you take it a day at a time, wait, you know, you will have emotions towards it, whether it's positive or negative, but you have to work through that.
Stay positive. Keep going and remember to not give up. You know, a lot of companies may feel that they can't do it anymore, and you can. So I'm glad we were able to just, you know, stay positive. Remember, you're your biggest critic. So just, you know, we held our heads up, and that's what I continue to do, and hopefully that's what we continue to do as a whole and as a unit for the kids.
Accept things for what they are, because sometimes things happen and people don't always have a good day and they don't always feel their best. But I think that me just being there and supporting them and like giving them that push to keep going, even when they feel like they have had enough, they're at their wits' end, has been really eye-opening for me, because that's how life is. It's not always gonna be what you want it to be, and it's not gonna be how you want it to look or how you worked for it to look. But just learning to accept it and be grateful to even have the opportunity to be where I am, and to also do the things I do and to help the people I help.
The weeks have been long. They've been hectic. However, I kind of kept thinking, you know, we're gonna get through it. Kept praying. And I also kept telling myself, you know, if you're going to pray about it, don't complain about it. If you're going to complain, don't pray. You know, I had to really push through. And, you know, I do this for the kids. I've always wanted them to have a safe space. I've always wanted them to feel like they have somewhere to go. So, you know, it might have been tough on me, but my end goal was them. So even though it's been hard, they're happy. And I'm happy. So it was all worth it.
I came to party, yeah, I came to dance. Already made reservations. Nobody stands in the way of my plans. I ain't got that kind of patience.